In this video, we're going to talk about how we can use price action rules to help us navigate the market and identify high probability setups. So as a price action trader, I'm identifying the structure. This is the structure that today's session opened with. And I can see we have some nice uptrend working higher. So number one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to identify a channel. If I'm going to take a look at the bottom, I have a lot of confirmations of these lows. So this uptrend is valid, which means once we have a break of this uptrend, I'm not expecting reversal just yet. I'm expecting new high to be tested following the price action trend line rule. However, I need to go long because I expect new high on a high probability setup. You have a new high first entry long that is not high probability setup just yet. First attempt is not enough. Also, you can see there's a downtrend in play. Correction right now is happening, and this downtrend is attempting to test the new low, and it's failing. Reversal up, and the EMA keeps holding. So this is important. We have EMA holding here, and we have exponential moving average 2-bar EMA holding here again, supportive indicator. And because we expect new high, everything falls in place. And this is a second entry long at the key entry point while uptrend is new high. This is where everything aligns, and this is absolutely textbook high probability setup to begin the day with. Great tail at the bottom indicating a reversal from the sellers back to the buyers. Now we have a new low, first entry short, second entry short failure. There's going to be break about this bullish bar, but problem is you're getting quite close to reaching these highs. I mean, it's okay setup context wise, also 4 points big. So maybe if you can use some deeper limit order here, it never happened. So I don't think you can go long at the very top. So I'm not going to mark this one. Break, new extreme played out. So uptrend played out. So right now I'm going to pause looking to go long because this uptrend is over for now. And there can be new market cycle. And push below EMA is already indicating potential reversal. Okay. So I'm going to draw the downtrend. We have a new high, first entry long, pull back, second entry long below EMA. After new high was made, it means nothing. In fact, it can be a trap because uptrend played out. We have felt second entry long, but of course, it's far from the EMA. I can't take double bar far from the EMA, so I'm just patiently waiting. Micro double bottom, can reset. First entry short. There is no short setup just yet. We have already micro double bottom, basically almost new low. Let's see what's going to happen. And right now, I have no pattern, okay? You want to take a high probability setup where everything aligns and you have an edge. Right now, everything's sort of played out and we're just going sideways. So this is typical area of development. You need more information to work with. Let's see what's going to happen. We're about to have some structure develop, but we have right now market trending lower and we have a brand new trend working lower. So yeah, downtrend break new low. I'm going to redraw a brand new downtrend, something like this. I'm drawing a new one because this one already played out. And also I was playing some small potential consolidation, something like this. So this looks like it's a brand new push down on its own, and we have second entry short. You have a new low here, first entry short, pull back, second entry short. While there's a big chance this downtrend is going to get new low tested, it is quite big of a signal bar, 3.75. Now you cannot draw shortened trend like this. This is too micro. If I'm going to draw a trend like this though, you can tell how far down it closed, completely retracing the uptrend. So this is a lot of times a good sign that there's not going to be new high tested, a little bit more advanced, a little bit more nuanced based on experience. A lot of times when the second entry short forms like this, once it's closing this far down, there's a big chance there's not going to be a retest because it's retraced quite a lot. But you know, it looks like 2 legs down. The downtrend is just about to be established, a little bit more aggressive. So I'm going to mark it a little bit more aggressive. Price action is working lower. By the time I get lower higher for the second entry long, it's simply too far from the EMA. When I was watching this live and I saw the bearish structure, I was thinking there can be some potential wider downtrend like this. This is what's going through my mind. This first one played out with the break new low because it's looking quite structured. We don't have third swing confirmation. Let's see what's going to happen. It's not strong downtrend just yet, but it's something I'm thinking about. We're pushing above EMA, so of course I cannot sell above EMA double bar entry because we pushed above EMA. It's a bad bar. Downtrend not fully confirmed. Okay, I cannot really sell even though it worked here. What if there's going to be some wider channel, maybe something like this, or you can simply draw a little bit wider channel, something like this. In a situation like this, I definitely need a lower high. Even though this worked, I still need lower high. This was quite structured push up, and we're breaking higher, so I cannot go short now that I'm back above the EMA and price action push higher. So this is making me question this downtrend. What's going on here? Okay, we're trending lower and we're back above EMA now, so I'm definitely going to right now delete this downtrend. There was just downtrend break new extreme. Right now what I'm going to do, I'm going to play uptrend break new high. So you can see I'm trying to navigate the market following these channels, and I'm deleting the channels if I think that the channel is not coming into play, it's not getting confirmed. This is normal, okay? As a price action trader, you're trying to decipher what the institutions and the market makers are doing. You're following their footprints, so you're not going to get it right every single time, but it's okay. If their intentions are different than you think, you're simply going to delete the channel and you're going to be open-minded, objective, and you're going to follow the rules. I'm clearly getting information that we're back above EMA every single time, so it's not bearish. And in fact, right now, we have new low, first entry short, pullback, second entry short fill. And this was tempting because now that you're back above EMA, there's a potential to draw some wider channel like this. But also, when you're watching this live, you have broad 2 legs up. You can see uptrend break new high. So we're kind of taking a risk here. I think it's a little bit too early. It's super tempting and it worked in hindsight. Something is telling you that it's going to work because the way you're expecting the downtrend and you're continuously making higher lows, it's telling you that the second entry short above EMA is probably going to trap traders. You know, okay setup. If you took it, not a bad trade. It's just the fact that you just had a break in new high here. You just had 2 legs up a little bit early. Okay. Market is correcting. Now we have broad 2 legs down, and we can also draw a channel that is a little bit wider, something like this. Okay. Because now that the first second entry short worked, this push is quite structured. And this channel looks pretty good. It fits pretty well. You get confirmations off of these lows, off of these highs. Once again, kind of weak channel because the pullbacks are strong. But the good thing here is how broad these 2 legs down are. The broader this is, there cannot be wider channel like this. This simply doesn't feel great. You can tell this looks much better because it's steeper and this looks clean. But these 2 legs down are so broad that it's basically telling you, okay, there is bearish depletion. And this right here is a second entry long again, second entry long of the key entry point. Decent enough setup. Once again, a little bit more aggressive because the wider channel is just about to be established. Because you can have some break here, but it's an okay setup enough. I'm gonna mark it green. I didn't take it. I was waiting for high low. I just wasn't sure about the channel, but these 2 legs down are so broad. You have a break in your extreme. This is a decent setup to consider. Can we get high low above EMA? No high low above EMA. Now we have another second entry long, but the second entry long triggered above this bearish bar, which means I don't want to go long above bearish bar. Once again, you can see this what price action trading is about. Identifying the structure. So we have uptrend. There's always push phase, correction phase, push phase, correction phase, push phase, correction phase, push phase, correction phase. So you know that the market makers are going to go long at the bottom. This is why we're looking for these channels. This is the key entry point. Correction is going to play out. But you basically have to enter not here, not here, not inside, but you have to wait for the 4 bar, which is not what we do generally. So once again, okay setup context wise. If you took it, decent idea. I prefer to get high low, and there was no high low, and this is significant spike up. In fact, I'm not going to treat this as overshoot. Why am I not treating this as overshoot? Well, number one, this channel was already too weak and too flat to begin with. You can tell it almost looks like a trend range. It's too flat and we push so far away from the channel. Okay, this is basically a brand new push on its own. Because you retrace so much, you can tell the distance away from the channel. This cannot be overshoot. Basically, overshoot should still be near the channel. This is a brand new structure on its own. There was massive spike in volatility. So right now what's getting my attention is just this bullish push working higher. I'm going to redraw the uptrend once again, trying to always identify a channel for every single move. I'm going to follow the correction. New high, first entry long. And now we have a second entry long. And this is great high probability setup. Second entry long at the EMA while this uptrend needs new high again. Everything falls in place. Downtrend played out with the break. Push to a new extreme. This is a brand new structure on its own. This is where there are no conflicting variables. Uptrend needs new high. 2 legs down. This is a great high probability setup. Second entry long. It was a little bit too fast though. Market was quite volatile around this point. So it's hard to catch this one, but it's a great setup. Breaking new high. Uptrend played out. So once again, once you have a new high, you have to wait now for a bit. Let's see what's going to happen. I cannot go long on this high low, okay? We have a high low, but what is this confirming? Nothing, okay? You just have a break in new high, so it's not confirming anything. Everything played out. You need to have some structure in play. You need to have some channel in play. Everything played out. So I'm not just pattern trader. I'm not going long on a whim like this. I need to be patient. At the same time, I don't think I can sell above EMA here. It ended up working. Break new extreme. We're just going sideways. Okay, we're going higher. Redraw this minute trend. At this point, the structure is still not fully established. we're just about to get some potential trend range. Around this point, I'm starting to anticipate these key levels because EMA is starting to flatten. I have consistent price swings up and down. So you're starting to anticipate potential trend range. Meanwhile, following short-term trends, new low, first entry short only, I can't take. Breaking new extreme. But instead of prices going back up, we keep working lower. So at this point, I'm thinking, hold on, what if there's potentially some wider downtrend? This is once again area of development. A lot of conflicting variables because I'm asking myself, is the trend range the pattern or is the downtrend the pattern? And this is normal, okay? Sometimes you just think that you have to know on every single candle what's happening. And it is not the case. Your goal is to wait just for the scenarios where everything aligns. And there are scenarios like this where market is just developing, the structure is being unfolded. And remember, you're not predicting the market, you're following the market, which once you have this mindset, you're much less frustrated and you're focusing more on remaining objective. You're not as mad when you're not reading this correctly because you need to just follow the market and wait for something clear to be established. So right now I'm not selling and not buying because these two structures are conflicting. And this push above EMA is negating the wider downtrend. So I'm going to delete the wider downtrend because now we're back about the trend range. So now finally the picture is becoming clear. The trend range is really right now long. New low, first entry short. So I'm thinking about failed second entry short. Failed second entry short back above the EMA. Back in the trend range would be great. There is no good failed second entry short because the signal bar is bearish. I cannot go long above bearish bar. Can I get a second entry long? New high first entry long, second entry long. Yes, I can. But the signal bar is quite sketchy. Look at the tail at the top. This spike up needs to get new high. Mini second entry long. Also, it's part of failed second entry short, which is good. When the mini second entry long is part of failed second entry short, meaning the failed second entry short traders, they still haven't reached their scalp, but the signal bar is weak. If you have some stronger bar, if there is no tail, then it's a green setup, but with the tail, a little more aggressive because there's a tail here. Also quite sideways. Breaking new high was made. It worked for a scalp. Push down, we redraw the downtrend, something like this. Market is working higher, so right now I'm thinking about getting second entry long at the EMA. You always want to see second entry long before you're going to reach the new high. Excuse me, before you're going to reach this resistance. If you get a second entry long now, it may be too late because you're at the top of this consolidation and market reverse down. New high first entry long. Break. Push to a new extreme. And market is trending higher, so I have to ask myself why market is going higher. And there is bigger pattern, something like this. You cannot deny it because there's a lot of bounces here. Look at the market geometry all the way down here, all the way up here. Three major confirmations. Every single low is higher and higher, and we keep working higher. So this channel right now is the main channel. So once again, we're working with the price action, looking for market geometry for these channels. You're getting already the information. There's probably some bullish imbalance. Every single major low is higher and higher. If you're an advanced trader, you can maybe squeeze the second entry long if you're already playing this uptrend. And now market has significant push phase, which is what I like to see. This is helping me trust more that this channel is valid. So I'm thinking about second entry long at the EMA, which I actually have a second entry long here. It worked, but the signal bar is weak. Bearish body, I don't think I can take it. Tiny risk, yeah. But the signal bar is just super weak. I really need some failed second entry short. Can I get it? There is no failed second entry short because you didn't break above this bar. So you can't take nothing. There's no failed second entry short. You have failed second entry short triggering here technically, but this is an inside bar now. New low first entry short, pullback. Second entry short still in play. And there needs to be failure once there's a break above a bar high after second entry short. So this right here is a second entry short. No break above here, no break above here. Finally a break above this bar. So this right here would be a failed second entry short. But it's an inside bar, so I can't take it. I need some mini second entry long. Okay. Inside bar again. Can I get a high above EMA? No above EMA, no trigger. Actually a little bit above EMA, but no trigger. Can I get a failed second entry short? No, market is just going sideways. Okay. And now we finally have a new low first entry short, pullback, second entry short failure. If there's going to be a break, failed second entry short, high probability setup. and market keeps going higher, and now it's too late, market is about to close. So this is the overall structure for today. We ended up with a nice uptrend working higher, pretty surprising. This market just keeps going higher and keeps going higher. There were a few decent setups. Our goal is to focus on confirmed structures. There are a few areas of development, for example, one right here, area development here, then the downtrend was established. And there is some area development around this area where it looks bullish, but at the same time it looks like the downtrend is in play. Finally, the channel is confirmed, and then you have clear context here, of course clear context here, and then a little bit of area development before the trend range gets established. But once the trend range here is established by the push above EMA, once again you're already more bullish, and the uptrend also kicked in. So every single time I have too many conflicting variables and everything played out, I'm waiting for more information, for more bars to print, and once the structure is established, that's when I start paying attention and I start looking for hyperbolic setups again. So I hope the video was helpful. I hope you had a good trading day, and I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck with your trading.